That was a little quicker than I thought. That's what she said. All right. Welcome to the live stream. Jumping on for the last time till fall, winter, whenever the weather goes to shit again. Always have stuff to do, so that's not an excuse, but I know some of us can go out and ride. I've gotten about 1,000 miles in this year so far, actually, which isn't too bad for the shit weather we've had.
Yeah.
Waiting for see if Throttle Fiend shows up or not. Black Phoenix and McStash can't join us for the last one. They both got some kind of disease that they apparently shared. But yeah, apparently I've got an ad. All right, I had an ad for Bones Coffee. Bones Coffee can kiss my ass because I tried to apply to be a ambassador or whatever for them. And I told them I've got one coffee video that's got like 15,000 views. And apparently that's not good enough. All right. Now we got Throttle Fiend and we lost one other one. So.
What's up, gentlemen? Sorry. Had a little bit of GI issues.
You can't keep your man whores in the chat room, can you?
There we go. Now we're up to 5. I think we're going to max out at 5 today because I don't know who else can join us.
Speaking of which, how many, based on the free account that we use, how many people are we allowed to? Is there a max number of guests that can be? 6? Okay.
Yeah, I think 6. That makes sense. If you pay for it, you can have 10 people in here. But
what does it cost? What does it cost to pay for? Is it a one-time fee? Is it monthly?
You can do annual and monthly. I did it back when I did that veterans one back November.
Mm-hmm.
I paid for the month so that I could have, I think it was the 10 in there. So and then I turned it off after that.
How much was it for that month, Toby? Just roundabout figure.
It was around 20 something.
For a month?
I think. No, you get it costs less if you're going to do it for the year.
Yeah.
But I ain't paying for the year right now. So.
Right. I guess I'll look into it.
Yeah, it's not cheap. I know that. Oops. Because I looked into it and I'm like, nah, I don't make enough money on YouTube to pay for live stream. So
very few people do. Very few people do.
Yeah, I'm reading right here. It says basic is 20 per month if paid annually, or 25 per month if paid monthly. That's the basic plan. The professional plan is $39 a month.
Jesus Christ, that's more expensive than Zoom. And Zoom has.
If I was making that Picasso money on YouTube, I'd be all right. But I ain't touching it.
I'll run a Teams meeting.
Yeah, no shit.
It'd be just like work.
Yeah.
Except we don't turn our cameras on at work. So it's just
same here.
Yeah.
And they got rid of Google Hangouts.
Yeah.
Google's trimming back a lot of little app things, I noticed.
Yeah. Well, they probably figured that was something that was worth money that they were giving away for free. So they're like, fuck you.
Yep.
Yeah. Much. I had a domain register with Google, and I guess they stopped doing domains now.
Jeez.
I pay for their cloud service. That's about it. It's like a one-time annual fee for, I think it's 5 terabytes or something like that.
Huh. You know how much that is?
It's like $100 a year.
Yeah.
For 5 terabytes.
Yeah, that's a lot, but yeah.
I'm never going to use all that, but I split it up amongst the family.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, if your whole family uses it, then.
So. I
like to hit the delete button. I already use this video. I put it on my hard drive and just delete whatever else.
That's what I do as soon, granted, I haven't done it in a year, but.
I think I'm going to have to do that sometime.
As soon as I finish a video, I upload it to a 4 terabyte old school spinner drive.
I'm going to have to host a live stream that just says, hey, this is a cleanup live stream. If you jump on here, you have to delete something.
Yeah. Yeah. Make sure you don't say clothing. It's not that kind of live stream. This isn't OnlyFans. It's YouTube. We still have to be somewhat rated R. I don't know. How much of a nip?
People would pay us to not do that shit.
Yeah. How much of a nipple can I show on here? Let me see.
There you go.
I appreciate you wearing my shirt, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, your handlebars are reaching out to his nipples.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey. Wing, wing.
Titty twister.
Oh, God.
Well, y'all know me.
This just went down a whole other rabbit hole.
I'm right. I'm the
We
same
just
person I've
started.
always been, but now I'm officially not beholden to anyone. I don't have to worry about what I say, what I do, this, that, the other thing. So you might see a side of me that you didn't think was.
Did you get approval from the wife though first?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. She's been
Yeah,
telling
you
me
always
for a
got-
long time that I'm too nice for my own damn good.
Yeah.
No, it's because you know what? For the first 23, 24 years of my life, I was an absolute rat bastard to everyone. And then I met Kristen, and she's like, she changed my life.
Yeah.
You're coming up with some great YouTube names.
Yeah.
Rat bastard, titty twister. You ever want to change your name? Just saying.
Titty bastard.
There you go, titty
Sure.
bastard. That's even
You
better.
probably get a lot of views just on the name.
Yeah.
Right.
What kind of content does this guy do? I don't know. I didn't see titties. I only saw a bastard on there.
He'd be like, I ain't lying.
Well, I ain't ever going to be big enough to have to worry about sponsorship, so I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
By the way, Randy, glad to hear things are going well, brother.
Yeah, thanks. You too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll appreciate this, Chris. We went to Lollipop Farm today.
Oh geez. Yep.
To look at cats because it's been about a month. I'm not ready, but I'll take one for the team. We went there, and unfortunately, all of the cats were there. Either were not very sociable, like they told us that these aren't like lap cats, and they don't they like to kind of. And I'm like, I don't want to buy cats and bring them home, have them be fucking recluses, that I never see them except for when it's time to feed.
Oh yeah.
So we did. And there was one cat that was so sweet, looked just like our cat Nala that we just put down a month ago.
Yeah.
But she's got feline leukemia, so she can't be around any other cats. And she's 6 years old already. She was saying, the lady there was saying she's probably only got like a year or two left. Based on statistics, and I'm like, I can't do that. I mean, I'm still not over Shelby that we put down.
Yeah.
5 years ago, let alone Nala. It was just a month ago. But she was the sweetest thing. Biddy was her name. Sweetest little thing ever.
Yeah. I try to go to Lollipop Farm any chance I get. It's like
good people. They're good people.
Yeah. It's like a humane society, but for people that
Yep.
don't know, it's like a huge humane society. Like they have horses and
Yep. Oh, they have everything. They sell pigs, they sell reptiles, they sell birds.
Yeah.
Or they adopt out, I should say.
they actually have a almost like a pet cemetery there too.
Mhm.
If you want to have your pet cremated and buried
Yep.
there.
They
Yeah, I've been going
also do home to home stuff. So
All that
it's
humane shit. Y'all are so cute. Put that damn animal on the ground and let it go.
Yeah.
I'm like that when it's time. I mean, I even told both Kristen and Nate for like the last year and a half to 2 years of Nala's life that when it was time for her to go, I wanted to take a break.
Yep.
Again, like I said, it's been 5 years for Shelby, and I mean, Shelby was my buddy, and I'm still not over him.
Oh, yeah. Our dog's getting up there. She's 12 years old, something like that. But that's the thing though, like with us wanting to travel all the time, it's hard to have a dog when you got to travel.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, is we'll see how things go with Kristen this summer with riding and whatnot. But even if we end up trailering everywhere, which I mean, I don't want to do unless I have to from now on. But if that's what we have to do in order for the two of us to go places together, I can do my own thing at other times. Hell yeah.
Yeah. we got some. I think we all have some sort of road trip planned at least this year.
That's right. I got to actually pop out the chat.
All right. But yeah, it's Road Glide Andy's here.
Hey,
Nice
Andy.
ride. But yeah, we've got a couple of us. Well, Nick and I, Black Phoenix, who's not here. There's at least 5 or 6 of us going right now.
I think everybody but McStash, and I don't think Randy was planning on, depending on other stuff, which I totally get.
Yeah.
You know, we all only have so
Yeah.
many dollars and so many days.
Yeah, so
at one point in time, I'd like to get the 7 of us together.
Yeah.
Because as far as I'm concerned, Nick, whether we rotate or
Careful with how you proceed with this sentence.
whether we rotate out somebody every month so that they can have a break. They can have a break, or
He said rotate out of somebody every month. That was just.
I'm
There
in
you
the
go.
wrong stream. Whether Nick takes the place of someone else, or
It just keeps
I
getting deeper.
buck up and pay for the thing so we can have more people on.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I've had Nick come on with us because he's willing to come on, and out of all of our group, he's kind of like our 7th member anyway. So,
Yeah.
And I know this was never a mandatory thing. It's not like fucking work, we come on here and hang out. We've kind of all bonded between fam and other stuff.
Yep.
So
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, but we've got the pre-VAM/fam trip, Nick and I, and Black Phoenix, and Black Phoenix has a friend, Melissa. She's riding down with him. I know Road Glide Andy just backed out of it for health issues.
I can respect that. I can respect that, Andy. That's why my tagline below my name says what it says.
Yeah. I don't know if Doyle is still planning on coming or not. I can't remember.
I think
He's in our chat.
Yeah.
But Doyle's
Is
in
Doyle
our
planning
chat.
on coming to VAM this year? Do we know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
good. Good. It'd be great to see him again,
Yeah.
and his wife as well if she attends.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be here.
I figured, but
Yeah, Doyle's actually the one
I don't
talking
wanna-
about doing a gift swap type thing or something.
Yeah.
Award type. He said in a recent video.
Did you guys watch that VAM video yet that Mr. G just had?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know it was out.
I've got it up. I watched part of it. I had to go back and watch it again because I want to. He's talking about the poker run ride, and I'm like, I want to trace the route of it, map it out.
Right.
And,
Yeah. Because they're basically
fun.
going to do they're going to do a poker run, and they're going to be taking donations. They don't have a donation amount yet for bike. But,
sorry, gentlemen.
yeah.
Forgot to mute myself.
All right. Yeah, they're going to do a poker run this year. I'm not sure. Like they're trying to figure out how much per bike, and they said they may take donations of like food items or something like that too. I believe he said. But the gentleman that's always led some of our rides, I guess, had an accident this year on his motorcycle already.
Who is that?
He's one of the Iron Titans.
That's what it was. Iron Titans. They've got like their little MC.
I think it's Bill.
MC that's out there, that chapter or whatever.
Was it Bill? I think his name's Bill.
Yeah.
I think his name's Bill.
Yeah.
I've talked to him every time we've been down there. I just never had a chance to really introduce, I guess.
Yeah, he helped me with my bike when I had problems with it. Yeah, he's pretty cool guy.
Usually at the meetup, he's the one that has like the headset and everything on too. Still, because he's got a little bit of he had the older Harley. I don't know. It looked like he was okay. He didn't have anything broken or anything.
Glad Andy says his accident was years ago.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. G. Mr. G said he had a bunch of metal stuff in him, like in this accident a long time ago. He talked about it sometime, but.
Huh? Yeah, it's weird because I thought he was talking about he just had one.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that he had been in one.
Huh?
Hey,
HH Plymouth.
Do it, brother. Do it.
Awesome.
Oh, okay. Road Glide Andy says they're just going to do a video about it soon. Oops, I hit the wrong thing. I wish there was an option on StreamYard for a.
It looks like in the Breaker Run, they were going to basically go from museum to museum.
Yeah, it's It's for the Crab Apple Orchard Museum or whatever it is. Because we're supposed to start from there. But I've been wanting to go there. I mean, we've ridden by it so many times in a few years, and just other than stopping in the parking lot where we all split off at the end of the dragon ride and stuff. That's close to our hotel too, so. And everything is at the Dragon store this year. It's not at Sonic.
Yeah.
At all.
Not at all?
No. Thursday night's going to be at the Dragon.
It's all with the Dragon.
Yeah. We're supposed to be getting food trucks. Supposed to be. I think Mr. G put that on the back of the Dragon store to take care of that. So, I mean, they should. They've got the little brewery inside there too. So, I mean, if you want a drink, you can have a drink or walk around and look at souvenirs.
I mean, that's where most of us wind up anyway to get any souvenirs before we leave. So, I mean, the guy that owns the place is a retired Army guy.
What?
So,
yeah. He's always commenting on some of my posts too. Like he pops up in my feed once in a while. So between Instagram and Facebook, I know they've used my video on some of their Instagram stuff too, which I don't have a problem with. It's a great ride to go to.
Toby, are you going to BAM?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the plan.
What about you, Sinister?
I think the only reason we didn't go last year
I don't have plans.
Was
it
120th.
conflicted with something else.
The
So,
120th.
120th.
yeah, we had already made plans and everything, and had booked the 120th, and we, so.
Yeah.
But as only otherwise we'd have gone every year. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Harley's planning on doing homecoming again this year too, aren't they?
They're making it an annual thing.
Yeah. That sounds like too much.
Too much money to be made.
Yeah, exactly.
Just so whatever. They'll figure it out eventually, or maybe they won't. Whether or not they get the same, they're not going to get the same level of attendance as they did for the 120th. But it's whatever.
We like a local bike night.
Yeah, giant big bike night weekend type thing. That I mean, I know when we went there, it wasn't just Harley; it was freaking everybody. It was same as damn Sturgis, really. I mean, you had the majority, of course, Harley, because any one of us. I mean, it's like going to the. I haven't been, but it's like going to one of those the motorcycle museums down south, right? Everybody wants to go.
Right.
Anybody who doesn't want to know about the motorcycle community would want to go to the Harley Museum or go to some local place there. I mean, it's just out of fun and enjoying learning,
Oh yeah. I do think they have a regular bike night there, though, if I remember, because I went there 2 years ago, and I walked the museum. But I don't know if it's necessarily worth going just for that. But I mean, it's a great museum. Yeah, just for the museum.
Yeah, I'd agree with you on that. I'd have to do. It's crazy. Kylie has told me we will go. Just says she will go back with me, and we will go to it because we did like everything else that weekend, except the museum.
Yeah, the restaurant they have there, they got their own brewery in the restaurant.
Yeah, it's a kick-ass little restaurant. We ate there. It was
good food.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've still got a video I'm working on that's supposed to be the second part of the. I said I did a video saying you can go up there and what's the cost and all that stuff.
Yeah, and
I'm still putting together the video for the. It's I don't care if it's almost a year later. It's going to go out. But it covers. It's really it's no different on a weekend like that because you got 6 dealerships around the area. They all participate. They all do some kind of thing all weekend long, just like the factory does. So you're going to pay Sturgis prices for hotels and everything else.
Yeah.
The hotel we stayed at was 15 miles north. And I checked the nightly rate for the Monday night after the weekend. It's like $300 less.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, you guys know I went up there. My daughter did the national championship age group thing for triathlon 2 years ago. And that's when I ended up going to the museum since I was up there. But the hotel was literally walking distance from where they were doing the triathlon because I didn't want to drive around Milwaukee. You know, Milwaukee's not horrible, but still it's a city. That part of the city's not great.
That
But
place. Yeah.
my hotel for 3 days cost me $600, and they still charge me $60 to park in the parking lot.
Mm.
And I'm glad I took my truck too because they had a thing right on there: no motorcycles allowed in there. I'm like, that's fucked up. You're paying all that money for a hotel. You should be able to ride your fucking bicycle there.
Yeah.
You know, motorcycle, moped, lawnmower, whatever. If I'm paying $20 a night to park it, I should park whatever I want in there. You know?
There's some places that'll let you park next to the building. I remember going to like Rock Bottom, and the guys there like, just park next to the building. It's free. I'm like, okay, because I was on a motorcycle.
Yeah, because I saw one bike in front of it, but they were doing construction on that street too, so it was just bad time. But yeah, Milwaukee was interesting. My daughter, I don't know if she'll go back and do it again or not. She's talked about it. I think my ex-wife's done doing the triathlon. She had knee surgery this year, so but someday maybe.
Shouldn't
My
have
daughter's
that
been,
years ago, so I know what that's like.
yeah. My daughter's doing track for the first time. She did it for the first time indoor and outdoor this year, senior year. So, but I think she'll keep up with the triathlon thing. She doesn't want to be like really competitive. I mean, she likes doing it for fun. The national championship thing was pretty cool for her to go to. It was interesting to walk around Milwaukee. The only time I drove anywhere was to go to eat. There was a good barbecue place that I went to, and it was all these big buildings like you normally see in a city, and here's this old shack in between all the buildings. It was pretty cool. The barbecue was really good there. But I didn't get to go see the Fonzie statue though. I knew it was down there somewhere, but I missed it. Yeah, I don't know what everybody else has got planned for trips. I know before the chat, Sinister Clutch was talking about, what, 2 weeks you're gone?
Yeah, I leave last week of May into the first week of June, going out through Kansas, Colorado, Utah, making my way back. Going to hit like Zion and Bryce Canyon, do all that stuff, do a little hiking.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'll probably head back to Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue in September.
Yep.
Maybe go to West Virginia.
Yeah. Are you doing anything else, Nick, besides our ride this year?
As far as the long distance ride of this for BAM and Dragon Week for me is pretty much it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably just ride local around here, maybe in 2-3 hour trips or something.
Yeah.
I want to try my hand at camping. So, I don't know. I want to try to get some gear and maybe try like a short trip around here. There's a lot of like, there's the Shandor National Park and the Blue Ridge Parkway around here. So I can make a 30-40 minute trip up there and be there and do some camping. So I might try my hand at that. And, you know, if it's successful, then, you know, it at least opens a lot more doors for me for traveling in the future, you know, to save some money.
A lot cheaper.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do a trip camping super cheap.
Yeah. So
that's what I'd like to get all of us together. I know some of you don't want to camp anymore, but it'd be nice to get us all together somewhere where
I want to try it. I think if I have the right gear, I would probably take to it.
Yeah. I mean,
my biggest thing is just it depends on the weather. It's more like my ass wants AC at this point. Like, other than that, I'm good.
Go ahead.
Yeah. If it's the summer, I go to the mountains. I camp in the mountains. I'm off the mountains, go do some riding or ride in the mountains. But yeah, I'm the same way. I can't sleep if I'm hot.
Yeah.
You ever been to the Adirondacks, Randy?
The where?
Adirondack Mountains here in New York.
No.
We need to make that happen, brother, because they're absolutely phenomenal. I've never been there on a bike, but I've been there in cars many times.
Either Adirondacks or Poconos, because Poconos is more or less an extension of the Adirondacks in the PA.
Right.
So, and you're close to New Jersey and stuff. So,
have any of y'all been to Americade before? Like,
nope.
No, it's on my list though.
Yeah,
maybe not this year, but it's on my list.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I like just go just to test ride some bikes, like this, you know. But I don't know if I will make it this year.
I think Americade. I mean, most of the videos I've seen about Americade have all been demo rides. I've never really seen anything about the rides outside of that. I mean, I know there's good roads up there. There's the mountains are beautiful. I just every Americade video I've seen is somebody demoing a Honda or Harley or Indian or whatever. Which is I'm fine with. I want to go somewhere and demo bikes for a week. I'd have fun doing that. I tried to go see if they had the new Scout yesterday at my dealership because I know a couple in Ohio have them already. But I was watching Brandon Picasso's got a video out from his demo ride, and his video is like an hour and 4 minutes long because he's already done like 4 or 5 videos of each bike talking about the features because each one of the models is a little different the way they're set up. And he's got a demo ride where he's out with a group and he's on the Super Scout, the touring one. And he's just, for somebody that he's ridden different types of bike, he used to have the Scout Bobber before he had the accident. He had a 2018. Like he gets on the throttle and he's like, whoa. He says you're lucky that you have like the traction control and all that in the new ones. Which I'm surprised it doesn't seem like it's that much more horsepower, but I don't know.
Yeah, I watched that video. They were in San Francisco.
Doing all the hills and through traffic. And I got through about half of it. I got to watch the rest of it later. Yeah. But you could hear the enthusiasm in his voice riding it, how much different it is than what we have now. So I want to try it out. I noticed the seating position's a little bit different, like where we sit kind of on the tank now, even the seat sits down lower on the newer ones. So I'm wondering how that would be for me. Like, am I going to ram my nuts into the gas tank if I stop hard, or is it going to be more comfortable to sit down lower? Because, I mean, they don't sit high to begin with. So, and I don't know, like, I think the seat height on the newer ones are like 24 inches, something like that. They're real low. All the changes are subtle as far as the looks go on them, but the only thing they reused was the rear swing arm and the front forks off the current models, except for the 101. 101's completely different, but
I gotta admit that picture that you shared in the live chat of that orange Challenger, man.
That Challenger was beautiful.
That's a sweet looking fucking bike. Let me tell you what.
I'd never seen orange in that, and I walked in there and it's like orange and all black. When
I was recovering from my wrist surgery, I was don't ever get old. Researching. I was researching yet again. Another one of my presidents that Uncle Sam bequeathed to me. Short-term memory loss. I was investigating everything, and I came across. I think it was on Indian's actual website, and it was a orange and black one. But I think it was one of the elite models. And at that time, I didn't realize how limited they were.
I think
I'd
that
like
one
to go to a dealership and take a look at one of those. Maybe test ride it. But I didn't realize that they only made like 100 or 150 of them a year.
Because that one, I think that one already had Reinhardt exhaust on it, so I have a feeling it was a used one. It didn't look used because there was not a scratch on the saddlebags. Most touring bikes already have a little scratch or something on them. That thing was spotless. So I don't know if somebody bought it, did all this shit to it, and decided it wasn't the right bike for them, or because it looks brand new, but it's like I said, it's already got Reinhardt's on it, and everything else looked factory. But man, I had to walk away. if I was ready to retire and move south now, I would have traded my truck in full of mulch. I'm like, here, you get 20 bags of mulch and a $20,000 truck. I'm like,
Yep.
I'll take it. My wife had to take me out of there.
Oh, come on. You can't. That's got to be worth more than that.
Package.
You've only had it for 2 years.
Yeah, I got 53,000 miles on it.
Well, we haven't had ours a year yet, and we're already at 22.
Yeah. But yeah, mine's also been hit, and I've also hit a raccoon with it. So, yeah.
Is it going to show up on a Carfax?
Nope.
Don't worry about it then.
Yeah, because I've already fixed most of the raccoon damage. The side's got the only thing it damaged on the accident is just scratches. I just got to buff that out still, but I've got a crack in the plastic. I got to like sand down because I already filled it with a little body filler. But yeah, little fuckers. That fucking fat bastard. That fucking raccoon was eating barbecue the night before something. They'll say because he's not eating corn yet because they just spread the manure last week and I rode through that. That was fun. Ugh.
Have any of y'all rode the new 24 Harley touring bikes?
Mm-mm.
I'm hoping to very soon.
Yeah.
Not yet, but I'm hoping to very soon.
I know I've seen quite a few. Like Ty, I think Ty from Tennessee did a couple of. He did the street glide and the road glide, I think.
Mhm.
And who else did?
I test
I
rode,
know. Yeah.
I test rode the silver 23 CVO
Yeah.
because I was comparing that versus that 23 Fast Johnny Road Glide
Yeah.
ST. They handle like a dream. I mean, those things are badass.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand why people are test riding them and getting them on the door because they did a lot of finally Harley's listening to folks, it seems like, and doing some stuff and making some modifications because they're lighter and they're.
Yeah.
I mean, would you say that with that 23 CVO, is there a big difference in like the suspension between the? I guess it would be like in the 24 kind of comparable to the 23 CVO.
From my understanding, no.
Okay.
From what I understand, they from 23 to 24, they already have, and I might be wrong, but I know that they updated the suspension a bit. I mean, the baseline. So it's the one big thing to take away from it all. You may already know that, but it's like they don't have the 107 baseline touring models anymore. Yep. Now it's 117 period.
Yep.
Yeah.
Changes. Yeah, the frame suspension. They changed a lot of it. So
yeah,
the only thing I would recommend is regardless of what bike you have, go and try one out. You'll enjoy the ride regardless of whether you're in the market to buy.
Harley gave Ride to Food one of the road glides. She was doing a tour out west last month or whatever, and she was riding all over on that thing. I think she's got something else now that they let her use.
Yeah,
need those problems.
Blockhead, her two wheels, did a ride back from I want to say California. Obviously, Blockhead went to Florida. Her two wheels went to Ohio. She loved the new Road Glide so much that she's selling her current Road Glide Appa and buying the 2024.
I think she already did. I saw a post from her yesterday. What she's riding with the I don't know if she's riding with the Litas or somebody else.
Oh yeah, she's had the bike. She hasn't given it back to. She basically decided on that trip that she was gonna buy that bike from Harley and sell Appa.
Yeah,
I mean it's rightfully so. That's why I say it. So I was comparing those two bikes, the 23 Fast Johnny and the 23 Road Glide CVO, and my wife made a suggestion of, hey, how about we go with the 23 Fast Johnny and let Harley make their way through the bugs and the whatevers and all that stuff of all the brand new stuff they've got in. Let them get through that for 3 or 4 years, because and then maybe go for one of those, because you guys know as well as I do. I mean, every third market aftermarket company right now is jumping through their asses trying to do R&D to compare aftermarket stuff for these bikes. So there's not a lot yet. There's some, Clockworks has stuff going. They've already got, exhaust. I think Reinhardt already has some exhaust. Bodine did a good video on that.
Yeah,
but
because Bodine just bought a 24 too, didn't he?
Yes, he bought.
This is brand new.
He got the white pearl, whatever, and he threw some Reinhardts on there, and they sound really good. Of course, I'm biased because I have Reinhardts, but like I said, I just do it that way.
That was one of the
VIT people say never buy version 1.0 of anything.
Yeah, exactly, Scotty. You're 100% spot on. And Mama has her own bike, and the funny thing was, I said, "Okay, well, your bike's next, so she'll get a newer model than before I will."
Yeah, that was one of the reasons why Indian went with a steel frame on the new Scouts, so aftermarket people can do their own modifications to it now. Like on the aluminum frame now, you can't really bolt anything to it because it's mostly square shit on there.
I apologize if we've had this conversation before, Chris, because I can't. I have CRS. Is there a big weight difference between the when they went from the aluminum to the steel?
They actually lost. I want to say 20 pounds.
Oh, good.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
I wonder what they did to lose the weight. You going from aluminum to steel, you're gaining weight.
Right.
So
yeah, they did the same thing when they did the Chief though, because they went to a steel frame on the Chief, and I think what they're doing is basically everything they learned on the Chief, they're bringing it down to the Scout model.
Well, the radiator is smaller too.
Radiator smaller, but offers more cooling. It's hidden back into the frame a little bit better.
Nice.
They've got the wiring a little bit more hid. You can still buy a base model without all the tech on it, but now it's like everything that's offered on all the other bikes you can get on the Scout. People jump on.
I'd like to give that 101. That's a demo ride just to try it out. I am not, and this is no knock on Indian, Polaris, Harley, Honda, any of them. I have never ever been a fan of the bikes with the retrofitted low hanging mirrors. I cannot stand that viewpoint. That's just me though. I don't
like them either, honestly. That's what they do it on the Bobber, the 101, and the Sport Scout. And
I like the stock ones that Harley puts on because I always have to buy the extend, the long stem ones or get an extension because all I see are my fucking shoulders.
I guess it depends on the handlebar size, right?
Yeah.
That's true too. I'm talking with the stock handlebars. With stock.
Yeah, because when I put my 12-inch bars on, I ended up buying a set of black Indian factory mirrors for the Bobber because mine came with chrome, which I don't know why they put chrome when everything else is black on the bike. But with me having the 12-inch bars, I could see right over either side of me, no problem. I could tow a fucking trailer with these mirrors now, But yeah, the new one is. I like the 101. I like the looks of it. By any means, that's probably the best looking out of all of them. Because one, you got the inverted forks now in the front, you got the better shocks, and the nice thing that they did though, between all 5 models, you could put anything on any of them. Like if you want to put bags on the 101, you can still put them on there. You couldn't do that before with this model. This year, because the Bobber bags would not fit on the regular Scout and vice versa. Now it's the same. Yeah, it's the same rear end on all of them.
Yeah, I remember hearing the guy in the video talking about that's one thing they learned that they wanted to do out of all the series was to make them, as far as aftermarket stuff, they wanted them to be able to be universal for anybody who wanted to. If you like that and you wanted to put on that bike, you can do that. It's smart.
And plus they're coming out with all of their own shit already too. I mean, you could go right to the catalog and already order the taller risers, different bars, something they didn't really do in the past. Well, the Scout was meant to be a cheaper bike. It's supposed to be it's entry model with a little bit more power. It still has the linear torque curve where you're it's not going to necessarily throw you off the bike if you're just starting off for the first time. It's got all the power. I think they've got even more RPMs out of the motor. I think the red line is still at like 8,500 on it. So,
here's my thing. I know we're all, brand loyal, and most people in our community, Harley's the big dog. You know what? I tell you what, that 114 that I had in my lowrider S before the accident, that was more power than I would ever need. And I saw triple digits many, many, many times on that bike.
Allegedly.
Right. I was in Mexico. That bike had more power than I had skill. My new ST has a 117, and I mean, I know it's all about marketing. I know, and it's all about marketing. Same thing with cars. Everybody knows I used to be into Mustangs. I had a 347 stroker that was a beast, and this and that and the other thing. It just gets to the point where you either get to a point where something's not streetable, or you just don't have like that one. Blockhead built one for a customer a while back that had a turbo on it, and it was making like 700 horsepower or some shit like that. Yeah. I'm like, dude, I couldn't even go like that, and I would be doing a wheelie falling off the back. So to me, it's all about features. Aesthetics, and most importantly, rider triangle. The bike has to fit you, whether it fits you out of the box or you have to buy aftermarket parts.
Yep.
I mean, make no mistake. If I ever win the lottery, give me one of everything. I don't. I mean, I'm a Harley guy, but don't get it twisted. I want to own one of everything. I will ride anything. Right.
Yeah, my house will be 500 square
I like bike.
And my garage will be 2,500 square feet.
Yeah,
a barnuminium.
Yep. Hey, it's like Jeff Foxworthy used to say, if your garage is bigger than your home, I'm all about that. Call me a redneck. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So I'll live in a trailer, but I'll have a huge garage. I'll just park the trailer right in the garage.
There you go.
Yep.
Financially, that's probably the better route.
Yeah.
And straight. But you save money too.
Yeah.
If and when the boys go, and depending on situations, we've talked about buying an RV with a toy hauler part in the back, and then just trailering a small car, like a Mini Cooper or something, just for like an around town thing.
All right. Yeah, that's why I've seen all the RVs and shit out now too. Like you got the trailer mount for your motorcycle on the back, or you can buy the toy hauler and just park it in the back.
Well, that's why I'm more a fan of buying the actual RV that has the toy hauler built into the back of the RV, because you're talking, okay, you gotta buy a truck that's big enough to tow it. Which, come on, let's face facts. You're not touching a truck like that for under $50,000.
Right.
Your toy hauler is going to cost you probably at least $30 to $50 if you want anything halfway decent. I mean, you can get a very nicely appointed, RV with all those features. Granted, less gas mileage for under 90.
Oh, yeah.
Because they can't give those things away right now. That market is struggling hardcore.
They have a smaller toy hauler too. You don't have to buy one like Des has. You have like
right.
It's already got the shower. That's my one thing. I don't want the shower and shitter in the same spot.
Bingo. Yeah, we talked about that last live stream. Yep, that's my one thing. Is I don't want to shit where I shower. That's all. That's my only. That's my only requirement.
Yeah.
You better stick to hotels then.
The whole point is the RV is supposed to pay for itself.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but I'm like, I don't think I've seen yet. I have yet to see an RV that isn't designed similarly to that, where you have the shitter and the shower in the same spot. It's just
there's tons.
Well, then you know what? I'll get a composting toilet. I'll put that thing in the back with the bikes, and when I gotta go, we'll stop and I'll go down an embankment and hide in the woods and do my business.
Yeah, just hang it in a tree. That works, right?
All you need is a pot to piss in. That's it.
Yep. And a window to throw it out of.
Milk jug.
Just a Home Depot bucket.
Just a fucking milk jug. And then when you get going down the road,
you fill the milk bucket. You got that right, Nick. It'll be nice and cheap.
Yeah,
That's the
They
fancy.
go for what, $5 or
Yeah.
$10?
Mhm.
That's the fancy ones. Yeah, see, that's a fancy toilet right there. The Home
Yeah,
Depot ones.
That's what Mama wants to do once the last kid is gone. Once she's going to start her senior year next year, but once she's out, and she's probably going to go into Navy boot camp next summer. But that's the plan, is to sell the house and do a full on RV. So
I love it, brother.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said this last time or not. Make sure you tell Becca how proud of her I am.
I'll let her know.
And tell her I miss our conversation from last time. I wanna at some point. Definitely I'll be at your place at some point this summer. So definitely I wanna resume our conversation.
Yeah. For those that don't know, Rebecca's a huge anime thing, and so they had a great
As
conversation.
am I. Old school. Yeah, I gave her some pointers about the old school stuff like Akira
Right.
and Ghost in the Shell and stuff like that. If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know. Road Glide Andy, the campers I've looked at that we plan on buying doesn't have the toilet in the shower. They're in the same room, but they're not in the shower. We refuse to buy a camper like that.
Well, I mean, Andy's not wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
My toilet is literally right next to my shower.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
next to it,
house.
but it's not in it. Like you're not sitting on the toilet and taking a shower at the same time.
No, of course not.
But that's they're not the same room. There's a difference between same room and having the same hole to drain your toilet and your shower.
Okay, we're not talking, life on the black talk in the convertible van they did. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, mad
they
respect
killed
enough
it
for
with
that.
that
I don't think I could do something that small.
Dude, they killed it with that van.
Your wife was
all
right.
they
Brian
did.
smoked it with that, but
Yeah.
that's an accustomed lifestyle you have to get used to and decide you're going to do it.
Well, they're still relatively young. I'm too old for that shit.
Hey, and they're doing it. They're killing it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like
I'm
I
gonna
said,
shoot a
mad
message.
respect to them.
I think they need to do a book.
I agree. I think it'd be awesome.
Life on
I'll
the
have
toilet.
I'm gonna have to find a picture of my friend's setup in his Toyota truck. He's got a Toyota Tacoma he bought in 2020. He went to Sturgis the year after I did, but he went when it was the off season, when like most of the parks are kind of closed.
Right.
They'll still let you stay there, but you don't have the running facilities. While he's got literally a 5-gallon bucket with kitty litter and a toilet seat, and that's what they use to take a shit. And then you get done, you tie the garbage bag, you throw it out. But like they went camping. If you want to talk about modern day Beverly Hillbillies, he built a truck cap with household windows on both sides, the vinyl windows like you put in your house. He put a plywood, all of his stuff stored underneath, and then they sleep on top of it. I mean, it's cool, but he got kicked out of a state park in Massachusetts. They saw him pulling up with that truck. They said, "Get the fuck out of here!" He said, "No, I want that."
Must have been too bougie.
Yeah. I mean, it works for him and his wife because it's usually just him and his wife. They'll throw that thing on the back of his truck and go,
Right.
But it is Beverly Hillbillies minus the oil and the rich and the money.
I think even we have a pop up, and I think even if I had like a tag along or a fifth wheel, I mean, we still usually go to state parks, and they have pretty decent facilities there. I mean, they keep them clean and everything. And even if I had my own restroom or bathroom on my camper, which ours doesn't, but I still would probably use the state parks facility.
Yeah.
Just not having to mess with any of
Yeah. Those are when you actually have to. Like if something hits you the right way, and all you have time for is to pull over.
Or that's for that late 2 a.m. that you don't want to have to walk like 200 or 300 feet to the bathhouse.
Yeah.
In those cases, I'm just used to having a large bottle and taking care of business outside my bed.
You need a catheter while you're doing your iron butt.
Oh God!
There you go. Just let it hang out.
Yeah. Hey, that motorcycle's leaking.
Right if my
They're
windshield
going
wiper
to
fluid.
start
That's
having
all
new
right.
patches next year. Naked iron darts.
Naked iron butt. In all seriousness, though, anybody who that might be a real concern, possibility, whatever. As an old diver, who used to dive with a dry suit in caves and caverns and all that, they have something that's known as a condom catheter, so you don't actually have to put the receptacle, all that.
Yeah.
So just Google condom catheter.
My stepson had just completed. He's taking his last class today for scuba diving.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Good for him.
he's going to be taking the test, I think, here soon before he goes to college. So
nice.
he just
Well,
something
let
he
him know.
decided
Hey,
to do.
Granted, I haven't been in the water in 15 years, so I need a refresher. But I'm a certified dive master. If you ever want somebody to go with, because I will never dive alone, ever. If you want somebody to go with, let me know.
Yeah, because he's got everything, but he actually rented the wetsuit. But I guess he's got all the other gear. He'll have to buy his own eventually.
And that's fun. You know what? The great thing about dive gear is if you take care of it, it'll last you forever. The day that I went to our local, one of our local aquatic centers where I signed up, what do you call it? There was a gentleman there who had a working tank that he was getting filled that was from 1965. Anytime, Susie. Anytime, Susie.
Yeah.
So, if you take care of your shit, it'll take care of you. I mean, it's initially a large expense. If you go all out like I did. I mean, keep in mind, I didn't start diving until I was in my 30s. So I wasn't, I wish I had started. I've wanted to since I was like 7, but money and other reasons, I just never, living in New York State.
Yeah.
Never got around to it till like my mid 30s, but it's a huge investment up front, but once you make it, you're good. I mean, my tanks need to be serviced, my regs need to be serviced because they haven't been used in forever, but I guarantee you they'll work as good as the day they were new.
That's any hobby,
Right.
Shit, look at motorcycles. How there gets more expensive. Motorcycles, cars, fucking Legos. May the 4th is coming up here this week, and I don't have the money to buy everything that's coming out for Star Wars.
He's going to Myrtle. Is that where he's going to be going to school, or at first going on vacation?
He's going to be going to school.
Oh, I am so jealous.
Yeah.
I'll drive down to him and go diving with him in Myrtle Beach.
That's my wife's parents live down there. Coastal Carolina is where he's going to college.
Good for him. My offer still stands.
Did the scuba course he take, did it include the open water or just regular?
I don't know. But I know he's got to do his test. I think that was the last thing she said he had to do.
Most courses will be pool, unless you go to like one of those resort type courses that are over a weekend, which I don't judge anybody, but I don't believe in them. I know there's plenty of reputable people out there who will do a proper class, but there's a lot that aren't. My class was like 4 weeks long, a lot of classroom work, pool stuff. They had a 15-foot deep pool, and you had to do a written test, and then like Susie said, we went to a quarry. We went to a quarry for our open water portion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the advanced open water lets you go down to, I think it's 90 feet, I think is what it is.
It's either 90 or I think it depends on the certifying agency, but it's either 90 or 100.
Well, Patty, because I know you do the advanced open water, lets you go down to like 90 feet or something, and then you do the deep water. That's one of the specialty specific side courses you can do. So
yeah. Well, my whole thing
is I was totally enjoying that because I did that also in Puerto Rico. We were going to for this cruise, but I've canceled it. But it's fun, especially you jump on airplanes and then you get the sky level and then you get the below water level. It was cool getting both sides of it.
Throttle Fiend, have you ever gone to Geneva, the lake out there?
No, I've been
No.
to Geneva many times. I've never dove the lake.
Because I know that's supposed to be one of the deepest lakes in the country, actually, or
Right.
deepest lake in New York State, at least. It's supposed to be deeper than Lake Ontario, I thought. Because I know
Yeah.
Cornell has classes. They
Yep.
do a lot of deep water stuff in that lake.
And this is the funny thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love warm water. I love, tropical fish, seeing tropical fish because they're a lot more colorful.
Yeah.
But I actually prefer freshwater diving here in the Northeast because we have over 10,000 shipwrecks that are pretty nicely preserved because of the cold fresh water. Whereas you go down south into salt water, eventually it will eat anything over time, obviously. But that, and when you get out of the water, you don't feel like you just ingested 10 pretzels from the salt, and you don't have to rinse off your gear per se right away.
Yeah, Road Glide Andy's got a question for Toby.
Event in West Virginia in September. I don't know. I'd have to check. I don't know. We have an event that we're doing in September. That's been put together, so I don't know if they conflict or not.
Yeah, that's anybody in the chat got a question for us?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, please do. I mean, we're just shooting the shit.
Real glad, Andy. I wouldn't be surprised though. Be the Rider PA might be going to that.
Yeah,
I think he's up in that, or as far as West Virginia.
Yeah, because he's like Pittsburgh, West Virginia area.
Yeah.
So he's got that ride in June. Unfortunately, I'm not going because that's only like 3 hours for me. It's just doing the Tail of the Dragon, something I want to get off my list.
Yeah.
So, and hanging out with everybody again at VAM. I keep thinking about doing. There's a Indian meetup every year in Wisconsin, Minnesota area. They do like an Indian bike week. They get like celebrities and stuff out there for that one that are actually part of it.
That's where?
It's between Minnesota and Wisconsin along there.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
It's the week after Sturgis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he gets like guys from like Sons of Anarchy come out there and like ride with you and shit. You know, they do collect stuff for I think schools, one of the charities.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like get stuff like backpacks for
cool.
kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's almost your neighbor. I know, real glad. I know Andy. I know that you guys are real close to each other.
Yeah. Well, I thought about that one because that one you can camp out there is the big suggestion. There are hotels, but I guess you can camp right out there. They'll even let you rent like an RV or something. I have to look into it more. They do like a coin every year, shirts. They try to break the record for the most female riders.
Nice.
And
That's cool.
Yeah, very cool.
When are you hitting the Tail of the Dragon?
What is it?
Monday?
7th or because we'll be meeting on Sunday the 7th.
Probably Monday or Tuesday of
Probably Tuesday because I think we're riding from Virginia to Tennessee.
Yeah, but it's only like 2 hours.
It's a couple hours.
So like the 7th of what? May, June, what?
July.
Right before VIM.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Basically the whole week.
Yeah. Because we're all meeting up Sunday in Virginia, and then we're going to ride over to, is it Marysville, Tennessee?
Yep.
And then we're going to go from there, stay there 2 nights.
Man?
Yeah. We're going to stay there 2 nights and then go to VAM. We're going to be in VAM probably Wednesday, a day early. So that'll be nice.
So you all are, and forgive me, make sure I'm tracking here in this. So you guys are going the weekend before to the Tail of the Dragon area. Is that what I understand?
VAM starts on
7th?
Thursday. Yeah. So we'll be going down Sunday.
Right. 13th. Yeah.
Yep.
Or the 11th.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's 11th. Yeah, we're basically doing 8 days, 7 days, something like that. Well, it'll be 8 days that I'll be gone, Sunday to Sunday.
Nice.
But yeah.
I was going to say, if you guys are going to Tail the Dragon on the 6th or the 7th, I'd have to look and see if I've got anything planned. But that might be worth riding down to I haven't done it either, even though we're close enough to
Yeah.
it. Just
Right.
timing is never a lot of matched up or anything. But
yeah, I'd certainly be more than willing and happy to join y'all, but I can't do it because Chris and I are coming down together for VAM. So
Yeah.
logistics wouldn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't had a full week's vacation since Sturgis, so it was time. We talked about this at the end last year, hanging out at the hotel. We should do like a roundabout trip. That's all. You're pretty much staying in the same area, so once we get I've got 7 or 8 hours to get down the first night. Then after that, it's like 2-3 hours to go over to Marysville, and we'll be right there for the tail. And then we just leave a couple days later, go up and hang out at VAM early. Do laundry or whatever you got to do. Get settled in. I got a commercial.
Now we've got reservations. We're staying in the same Holiday Inn in Tazewell, or Pounding Mills, Claypool area. Same one.
Right. Yeah, we're staying at the all the way in.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah, we were staying at the Super 8, and then Kristen saw the prices and all that, and actually made an executive decision, and we switched over to the Holiday Inn. Because we're going to try and be like Toby and Kylie and build up reward points and whatnot.
Chris, you should have like VIP executive stay privileges at the Fincastle now?
I know, right?
I only went to Fincastle the first year, so.
About to say,
right?
like, cheers.
No, I did 2 years.
Walk in and be like,
CDL! Yeah. You the guy that put sticker on my stairwell. You go away. No, they're getting pricey now because every time we go there, they upgrade like the sheets 1 year. They got new chairs the next year.
Wow.
Pretty soon they might get a coat of paint on that place.
Yeah.
He said, "You can't stay anymore. You put sticker on my stairwell." Yeah, I was like, you have no idea what I put in your bed.
Well, didn't they put a board up for all the motovloggers that stay there now? I think the last time I heard they put like some board up
that room.
The Fincastle.
Oh yeah.
You might want to get a bio team.
Yeah.
You think a sticker's bad?
Yeah, that's your room for life.
Yeah. You stay in the sheets. We not change them. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my experience, Randy. That from what I saw during the first VAM, when Bubba, rest in peace, brother, and CDL stayed there. It looked like, other than being outdated, it looked like it was a decent, clean, nice.
Yeah,
place.
it was. They kept it clean. They kept it clean, but they didn't really it wasn't updated.
Yeah.
It's the first year I was there, my door lock never worked, and they went right there and tried to fix it a couple times, but I'm like, man, I got like $1,000 in GoPros and shit in there,
Right.
cameras and memory cards, and I'm like, the only good thing I liked about it is you could park your bike right up underneath the freaking ramp steps, my bike was getting soaked at the other hotel last year. We had so much rain when we were at the hotels last year. It was, I did that live stream on Instagram or whatever the hell it was. And I was getting soaked. You can see the water running across the parking lot. It was bad.
I remember that.
It was a moist year. But yeah, we're going to try and get donations together and start our own hotel down there.
If it's the same donations you're leaving at the other hotel, I don't want them.
We're going to have the all the way in hotel and the backdoor cafe.
Yeah.
Hey, I just got to point something out. There's 5 of us on this live stream. There's probably at least a good 6 or 7 people in the chat. This video only has 2 likes, and I know that I'm one of the likes. So make sure you all like this video, please.
Yeah. Yeah, I
already
think
liked
people
when
are
I
probably
first jumped
outright.
on. Yeah, I did. I'm the other like so.
Yeah, there's the Tazewell Hotel too. I've looked at that one. That was closer to the other side of town. It wasn't. I mean, it's not that. I go past it. That one was a
And
little
that's
bit
my thing.
smaller
If I had
hotel.
known the first year that the Finn Castle was that close to Clinch Mountain, I would have
Yeah.
stayed there.
Yeah. Well, now
Not
it
that I
doesn't.
minded the ride.
Yeah. Now it doesn't really matter because they kind of moved everything out of Tazewell technically.
Right.
So
I mean,
I'm wondering.
plus following Randy on the way in, we were getting there in like 30 seconds flat.
Yeah. I'm wondering how he's going to do the rides. If he's going to do the rides from the Dragon Store now, or if he's going to do it from the Hardee's again. Hardee's, I don't know. I stopped eating at Hardee's after the first year anyway. So,
I mean, the back of the Dragon Center has, wider space and a larger,
yeah,
won't have as much car traffic to deal with. So,
yeah.
I got to bounce, guys.
All
Okay.
right, Randy, good seeing you,
real
brother.
quick,
Good seeing you.
See you, Randy.
See you.
Before
All right,
Randy
see you
jumps
later.
off, hey Randy,
Right.
real
Yep.
quick plug for you guys, just so everybody's tracking those in the live chat. This is May 14th. Okay, that's our last season-ending workshop in the Facebook Support Biker Content Creator Workshop. Okay, the subject is a very touchy one. So those that don't know, the topic mainly is going to be buying subscribers.
Yeah,
So
that's a good one.
bring your fighting words and your gloves and join us.
Yeah.
Funny that you would mention that because that's been on my mind recently. Not as something to do,
8
but
8 p.m.
as
Eastern
something
on
that
our
other
Facebook
people
and
may
on
have
YouTube
done.
channel.
Mm.
What's that? I know some people who have done. Well, I can't say for sure. I can't say.
The Magic 8 Ball says more likely than not.
All right. See you guys.
See
See you later.
Randy.
See ya. Ride safe.
Yeah.
Man.
I just got-
I had to lay down and go to bed.
I'm getting a notification from my laptop that the temperature here is nearing a record. What the fuck?
Real glad, Andy. It's
Can't
Low or high?
May
That's probably
14th
high.
is the final one. May 14th is that final workshop.
Let's see. Hang on. It says, it can't be that high. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, it says it's 70, but that can't be a record for around here. Christ, I've had it hotter than that.
Maybe it's a record for the specific day.
Yeah, that's weird though. I don't know. But yeah, it's probably today's the most humid day because I went out and mowed and I was just soaked with sweat riding the mower and pushing the mower. Like, Jesus. I had opened I opened the windows up down here in the basement and come back in and the temperature jumped way up here because it's usually cold down here. I don't have any heat or anything, so still better than sitting in the shed and having the power shut off on me. But I'll be tearing down the studio here pretty soon because the table I'm set up on is the one we take camping, and so it's the one I set my grill up on. So we'll be tearing all this shit down soon. It'll be just a Lego and Fairlane storage room. Yeah, I'm overwhelmed with all the shit I got to work on, like I am every year. Though I had to get back to the car. I still got my old Suzuki to get back to, and of course the household shit never ends. So
You know what? You remind me a lot of my dad, CDL, in a good way, because y'all know that I have a very contentious relationship with my father. But I don't know what you're gonna do when you finally do retire. I mean, I'm going crazy now, but
yeah.
I mean, you're always so busy. I mean,
Oh yeah, I'll probably still be working all these projects. I'll have no problem retiring. I got enough work to do around here. That's I say I work harder at home than I do when I go to my job. So
so actually going to work for you is actually
going to work.
Escape.
Yeah, going to work fucks with my working at home schedule.
Right.
That Fairlane has been sitting for 7 years. Like I've done a little bit here and there, but like I need like full days to work on it. The Suzuki I've worked on a little bit here, never touch it again for a year. I basically need fuel lines, battery, tires, oil change, and I could probably start that bike up tomorrow if I had the time to do all that shit. Chanda, I got to do the front brake still. I'd put new lines on it, and I was going to pull the calipers apart and clean the slides and everything up. So I haven't ridden that in about 2 weeks. I say there's always shit to do that, and I want to find time to ride motorcycle shit too.
Right.
So
I'm just waiting for the weather to finally. I mean, I don't mind riding in the rain, but it's been, not super great. It's rained a lot, and the few days that it's been, halfway decent out, it's been like cold. Cats and dogs.
Yeah.
And then that's what the days it's been sunny. I mean,
it's been cold on those days. That's what this whole month of April. If it's 60s and 70s, it's guaranteed to storm. If it's sunny out, then it's usually like in the 40s and 50s. And that's what I've been riding it. I haven't taken the liners out of my riding pants yet. I still have the cold weather liners in them. I'm like, I'm going to ride whenever. I say I've got over 1,000 miles in this year. So already.
Nice.
Again, it's mostly going to work and shit. But,
still, miles is miles, man.
Still loving my bike.
That's 1,000 more than I got.
Yeah.
That's more than I did last year.
Get out for some demo rides again this year, hopefully.
Yep.
If I could find a minute. They got to get some more around here. I have to go freaking 2-3 hours to go to a demo ride.
Same.
It sucks.
Yeah, there's like multiple. There's 3 Indian demo rides that I could potentially go to. So the closest one I have is Memorial Day weekend, but we're going camping that weekend, so I can't go to that one. And then the one before is during the middle of the week, which I'd have to take vacation from work, but I can't go to that one.
Yep.
That's like a week before this one at Memorial Day weekend. And then the other one is about 2 hours from me, and it's the weekend of VAM. So I can't go to that one. So just nothing works out this year.
Yeah.
So I probably will do some demos on some other bikes coming up here. So, but I won't be able to do any Indian ones.
I don't even care what bike it is, honestly. Fuck, I'll go do a 0-turn mower demo ride. I don't give a shit. One of the tractor supply stores around here last year had a 0-turn demo ride days, and I'm like, man, I should bring a camera and go up there. I'd be the only guy with a fucking motovlogger helmet on doing 0 turns, and what the fuck is this guy doing? Everybody else with cowboy hats on, and I got a fucking motorcycle helmet on.
And watch, that would be your best performing video, other than your Sturgis Uncuts.
I've only done one mower vlog, and that people still didn't know how to turn the mower on, so whatever.
I thought about putting the camera on my bicycle today and maybe do a bike vlog or whatever, because we have a bunch of bike paths and trails around here.
Nice.
Here's the fucked up thing. I was going to start riding my bicycle again on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. I want to leave Tuesday morning, and my free hub is all screwed up. So now it just sits there and spins and won't grab. I'm like, another project. I'm like, I'm trying to do shit.
Don't you live like 40 miles from your work?
Not the day job. Day job's a mile and a half away. Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to say.
Yeah.
I mean, you leave early enough, you can do it, but holy cow.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I used to ride that far.
Same.
But not doing that
That
anymore.
was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah,
I did just like 4 or 5 miles today, and I thought I was going to die when I got home.
Yeah. We were going to try and take a walk this morning, and as soon as it popped in my head, it fucking just started dumping rain. Like, Jesus Christ. It's like you can't win. It poured out yesterday during the day. My wife and I had to take her Kia to get inspected. We went to Duncan, but we had to go do stuff in stores because it was pouring out the whole time. Then we went to Bingo. We were indoors, and I'm like, yeah, it's sunny as hell out now.
Of course.
Didn't win anything at Bingo, which is the first time I've gone to one of those and not at least one of the side prizes. So, but this one was like an all cash bingo thing. Because most of them that I've been to have been like guns or tools or, of course they have like the purses for the ladies or the whatever. And then of course they do like the side deal with alcohol too. And that's usually the one like, oh, I want that one. But we didn't win nothing. First time we went and didn't win anything. So Next
Well-
weekend we've got a concert Tuesday, and we got a concert
That's
in
cool.
Pittsburgh on Friday, and then wrestling's on Saturday morning next week or Saturday afternoon at 1. So probably do that. That's my weekly plans between work, trying to survive.
Who are the two concerts that you're going to see?
The first concert is oh shit, no. Trying to keep track of all these concerts too.
See, you don't have that problem if you ride more.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I know I'm just busting your chops.
Damn. I can't think of the name of it. My wife's probably, I don't know if she's still watching or not.
No worries, no worries.
Godsmack. Yeah, we're
Oh,
going.
okay.
It's
All
got,
right. All
yeah,
right,
they're
yeah.
playing in Erie. There's a
Yes.
band that I started following last year too. They're based out of Colorado called Dead on a Sunday. They're going to be in Pittsburgh. It's his second tour that he's doing. If you ever get a chance, even if you don't like the music, if you ever get a chance to watch one of them, every time I do a post on Instagram, a lot of times I use his music. But his voice was compared to that one of Bob Belcher from Bob's Burgers, and he's run with it. Like to the point to where the creator of Bob's Burgers actually did a video for him. He was he did a lot of reels and TikTok videos where he was doing covers. And he'd spent something where he'd always wanted his own rock band and stuff. So, and now he's actually touring and going to Europe this year. But
Good for him.
trying to catch him this year before he actually starts getting any bigger, because he's like, well, we're going to do free VIP where you get autographs after the show. And most of the time they charge you for that shit. Now you go to the other rock stars. So, like,
Yeah.
I'll get in while I get a chance.
Yeah, I can't remember the band, but when I was in college at Brockport many moons ago, we had a band, a country western, new country western band, new style. And then like right after they did the concert there, they like blew the hell up,
Huh.
like the like Grammy like stuff.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Do you remember the movie Clueless?
Of course.
Do you remember Mighty Boss Tones?
Yeah.
The year that movie came out, Fredonia, because I went to college at Fredonia, they actually signed them for Fredonia Fest. Well, right after that movie came out, we had them at Fredonia. Well, it was rainy and muddy. They had the concert outdoors, and everybody's throwing mud, having fun and shit. They walked off stage after 2 songs because it's going to ruin our instruments and all this shit. And I'm like, you assholes. You're supposed to be fucking rock stars and shit.
Right. Did they at least play Knock on Wood? Or the impression that I get?
I don't know. Because it was literally 2 songs. Somebody came out and said, hey, if you don't quit doing that, they're going to fucking quit playing. And, well, you got 1,000 fucking college kids. You're telling them to quit doing something. What are they going to do? They started throwing mud at the guy that was telling them to quit doing it. So, yeah, we paid, I think the college at the time paid them $10,000 to come play, and they did 2 songs and walked off.
Damn.
Yep.
Well,
Because
better than college kids right now that are getting their graduations canceled because I'm going to leave it at that. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I hate college anything because granted I've worked at one for almost 26 years, but I see all the BS crap.
Yeah. Only reason Kristen and I made it as long as we did is we're on the medical side.
Yeah.
And even then, some of the, when I worked for pediatric residency, I mean, God bless them for what they're doing, but some of them, you can lead them to water, but you can't make them drink them. And you're like, how in the fuck did you pass medical school?
But anybody in the chats got any questions? We got 10 people, I think, still. We're wrapping up our season here pretty soon, so if anybody's got any motorcycle,
with the caveat being there may be an impromptu live stream somewhere in there. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about VAM or something like that. I don't know.
I'll do something from one of the hotels.
Not making any promises because
No.
I'm not been very good at keeping them the last year.
We'll do something at the hotel. Let's say Black Phoenix hasn't even been in the comments today. McStash hasn't even been in the comments. Some guys said they would at least pop in, but
I'm really surprised that
Ryan's not feeling good though, right?
that's what we said at the beginning. He's got a sore throat, and McStash got something in his eye. So just stay away from there, wherever they were hanging out this weekend.
Right. Well, like they said on South Park, there's a topical solution for that for pink eye.
Yeah. Yeah, I think McStash said he got poison ivy or something already.
Oh Jesus!
He can't open his one eye.
Oh man,
Something.
I got that. I just got poison ivy too.
I've never had poison. My dad got it in his eye, like, I don't know, probably 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
We found this huge like vine on the back fence of our property that had a bunch on it. And my wife, she went out yesterday and put like long sleeve shirt on, a big rubber gloves, and got herself all, to keep from getting any on it. And she woke up this morning and had it on her arms with all that stuff covered, and still got it. And I'm just getting over it. I just have a few little spots on me, but it's.
I think you just got to burn that shit.
Then if you burn it,
I can roll around in that stuff and not get it.
Breathe it in, and then you still get it and stuff.
Yeah, it's all the oils in the plant that are probably soaked through her shirt.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, especially if it was cotton.
There's a video right there.
That's because poison ivy doesn't mess with West by God Virginians, Andy.
It knows better.
And he's immune to it.
Do a video. I can roll around for 15 minutes and not get it.
I think that's a content challenge. Go for it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. We got to have the video footage.
If you can eat it and not get it, I guarantee you that shit will go viral.
Yeah.
Of course,
let's call it a viral video.
If you do get it,
my next viral video. See if I don't get a virus. Next week I step on a rusty nail. See what happens.
And for wrestling, is that WWE or is it one of the local promotions?
No, that's WWE.
Nice.
They're.
Is it a house show or are they actually recording?
No, it's pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view. What's?
Yeah.
Oh, Backlash.
Backlash. Yeah.
Nice.
That's if we get back from Pittsburgh in time. We'll probably be watching that on the big screen.
Oh, I thought you meant you were going.
No,
no. Okay.
No, that's in Europe.
I forgot. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
The next one after that is Toronto and then Cleveland, I want to say. I'm trying to see. I haven't seen the sale tickets for Cleveland yet. But they're having the one in Cleveland right at the football stadium.
Hey, there you go. Y'all better copy and paste that right there. And you just gave you a
apple cider.
I think I just drank something like that last night. Peanut butter and vinegar and cider.
I do that sometimes when I'm sick. I'll make one of those apple cider vinegar, whatever things they're called.
Yeah.
I don't know if it works, but
yeah. I mean, I haven't been sick in a while. I drink hard cider all the time, so
that probably kills whatever virus is there.
I don't need the coronavirus. I drink apple cider.
Yeah. Wash with that in a cool shower.
Okay. Well, knock on particle wood. I've gone 52 years without it. Hopefully.
Yeah. I try not to roll around in any strange weeds.
So how do you like
you definitely try to roll up some strange weed.
It's not legal in Pennsylvania yet, is it?
I don't know. I don't mess with it.
How do you like
that? I don't either. I never have.
How do you like that new bike?
I just know it's legal in New York. That's all.
It's
Yeah.
fun. It's zippy.
It's got the 117 in it.
Yeah.
Now, what did your other one have? A 114 or?
It was a 110 with a 117 kit in it. So it was,
Okay.
it was still, this one is more, the displacement and everything is better. So it's worked up.
Yeah, plus that M8 engine, man, it's a beast.
Makes a world of difference.
Yeah.
I think I'm figuring out that I don't like the cable clutch. Not a fan.
Yeah.
Of it.
You prefer the hydraulic?
Yeah, I think I would prefer the hydraulic, but it doesn't take as long to get used to the hydraulic as they say, when where it is, it stays.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereas the cable clutch is like a bicycle, that
Mm-hmm.
brake, the more you use it, the more it's going to wear out that tensioner. So it's
Yep.
Yeah.
I on my Scout, like I think the new ones, I don't know, Chris, like yours, but I saw the new ones. They do a slipper assist now on the new Scouts, like a slipper assist clutch, which I thought the other ones already had it, but I saw something about that.
Their previous model had like rev matching in it.
I put a
technically you can do that in any bike.
Yeah.
I put a Barnett clutch on mine like a couple years ago, and it helps. But then I got this little lubricator thing that you can get, and then you can basically hook it to the clutch cable and then spray lubrication down. And I did that on it, and after that, it was just a world of difference. Like after that,
I watched the other day. Law Abiding Biker ever showed I cannot remember if it was Barnett that makes it. I'm not even going to try to remember the company that makes it, but he did a video on it earlier this week that it's an adjuster that you replace like down the frame where the cable for the clutch itself comes down to meet the cable that goes back to, and there's a little tensioner piece that you completely replace that's like aluminum versus whatever they have, and
probably plastic.
Yeah, I can't remember, but it's like $40 or something like that. Might be worth looking. I might look into that. So, or you can do it. Real guy Andy saying, I'll go up to his house and trade out the cable for the hydraulic clutch system. But they actually do. Harley. Somebody told me that Harley does offer you can switch out and do a conversion kit and switch out the cable clutch for the hydraulic. It's not cheap. It's like a $3,000.
I was about to say
it's like a $3,000 job to do. But,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, that's what on the Scouts. I know a lot of people. The clutch is too hard to pull. I'm like, I ran with the stock shit on that for 3 or 4 years. I'm like, what are they talking about? This is fine. Like I could do my clutch perfectly fine. I ran the stock cable. People kept saying we're breaking cables, and I kept the stock one until my cable was stock until I changed my handlebars out 2-3 years ago, and I could see the difference because I have it's LA Choppers cables. I didn't get the Barnetts. I got LA Choppers. It is night and day difference. Yeah.
I think with the new ones, I saw maybe Brandon Picasso explained this, but the way the new clutches are on the new Scouts is the route of them goes down differently than at the old bikes.
It comes down on the left side.
Yeah.
Versus going across the radiator and then going through the frame and radiator.
And it because of that hard elbow, it does too. That I don't know if that causes any issues with the pull of it too. But
let's say I never had an issue with mine, but I don't know.
Let's
say the stock key. I didn't know the stock cable was tight until I put a different cable on there, and it was fine. The new one is so easy. I'm like, damn. I guess it was harder, but I got used to it. Got a strong clutch hand.
Grip strength.
Yeah. It's all in the forearms, just how you pull it.
Well, gentlemen, we're coming up on an hour and a half. I'm going to have to take off.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm just going to end it here because we only have like 4 people watching, and if we go down,
how'd you get that, CDL?
A lot of practice. Got to practice, man. That's all I say. Practice makes perfect. But thanks everybody for watching. We're gonna call this is gonna be the shortest one we've ever done, but oh well. Shit happens. Not too many people watched today. We had a few. I'm hoping a few people are watching the after show, whatever you call it, while it's still online.
That or they're out and actually riding.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna try and go into May, but I'm like, I got too much shit to do. I got a grocery list of stuff I got to take care of. So get ready to ride. Get out there and ride to some barbecue.
Everybody, thanks for stopping, and especially HH Plymouth. Gonna be in the Sturgis area the weekend before, and actually into the Monday of Sturgis. So if you're gonna be there, brother, let's talk and find a way that we can, meet up and say hey and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'll see everybody that's going to VAM, and hopefully see everybody's videos. I really want to try and get out and vlog again this year a little bit.
Oh, I'm definitely.
I definitely will for VAM. I definitely will for VAM. That's about the only time I really do. Whether I get 10 views or 1,000 views, it really doesn't matter. But I gotta get through projects.
Y'all ride safe.
Y'all too. Take care.
Hold on one second. Toby, stay in the green room for a second.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Stay shy side up.
Later.